Beautiful Lagos, oh. Hey. Land of mercy, land of success, oh. For Lagos, everything is done change, oh. I say Governor Ambode is doing a great job, oh. Street lights all over Lagos, oh. He's bringing out the beauty in Lagos, oh.
Thanks for joining us on Lagos This Week, where we showcase the activities of Governor Akinwumi Ambode, members of his cabinet, development partners at home and abroad. I'm Funke Adesoji. In tonight's program, we are tracking waste management in the state as Governor Ambode inaugurates new Board of Environmental Sanitation Corps, intensify clamps down on cart pushers as essay to Governor Ambode on Cleaner Lagos initiative speaks on ongoing efforts to rid the state of waste. We bring you reports on Governor Ambode's retreat with his executive as they deliberate on matters of the state and way forward. These and other stories in a moment.
What kind of food is this? You this woman!
My husband like to chop food with sweets. He no one bring money, oh. If I cook the food, that's the money reach. Hey, see me see wahala.
My own husband no say food with sweet. Na money kill am, na plenty money I dey take go market to cook better chop. Bokota dey, Ishon dey, Orishi we dey take chop oh. My darling no say food wey sweet oh. Na money kill am oh.
Yes, so na true word you talk, my sister. Food wey sweet na money kill am. This na why Lagos State government dey call every businessman and woman, plus including all workers for Lagos State, to join hand with our Tokunadu Governor Akinwumi Ambode to continue to share all these better things wey we dey see so by paying your tax quick and all the time. People of Lagos State, una dey see the good work wey Governor Akinwumi Ambode don brekete everywhere for Lagos. Yes, na because he dey use the tax money wey some of us wey understand dey pay. Therefore, if everybody join hand with am and pay our tax, money go boku to make Lagos State great and life go sweet for we all as we want am. Abeg, make we pay our tax today because food wey sweet na money kill am o.
Welcome back. Lagos State Governor Akinwumi Ambode on Thursday allayed the fears in some quarters that electionary activities in 2018 might slow down the tempo of infrastructural development being witnessed across the state, ensuring that his administration will complete all ongoing projects and implement new ones. Speaking at the opening session of a 3-day retreat for members of the State Executive Council, body of permanent secretaries, and heads of government agencies and parastatals in Ekpe, Governor Ambode said rather than allow campaign activities to relegate governance, the state government would focus on plans and programs for the people and ensure that the steady progress was achieved. He also pledged to consolidate on infrastructure development in the state while focusing on developing education, the energy sector, as well as improving the environment for a healthy living. The theme of the retreat tagged effective strategic planning for an emerging smart city. According to the governor, is not in doubt that Lagos is an emerging smart city, but the challenge is how to effectively and strategically plan to actualize this vision considering its peculiarity and challenges. He said effective planning requires thinking not just outside the box, but to think globally and act locally.
Everybody's coming in to see Lagos is progressing, and then we're having remarkable milestones that we're achieving. But again, you know, it's a continuous process, and this retreat allows us to also plan ahead to see what it is that we can actually deliver and achieve in 2018. And then for the next 9 months, we put everything that we achieve here into practice, and that's what you see as those democracy dividends that you see all over Lagos.
Others who spoke at the retreat agreed that driving the wheels of progress of the state is a collective effort.
The governor for giving us the opportunity for making education one of the focus or target for 2018. Indeed, it's something that enlivened the discussion, and of course, it shows true leadership on his part, because we consider that education is that bedrock, is that platform on which everything that we're doing in the state is going to be built.
Lagos State, as much as possible, we are trying not to depend on the federal allocation, and that is why every month Lagos State is able to pay salaries, because we generate what we spend.
We are reenacting new laws to strengthen the revenue base of Lagos and ensure that we're able to achieve a 50 billion revenue base. That itself is not enough, considering the challenges and the infrastructure deficit that we have in our state. But we believe very much so that in 2018 we should be able to achieve some of those plans that we set out about 2 years ago.
He said having set attainable goals, all effort must be towards maximizing collective strengths and areas of comparative advantage to achieve them. Lagos State Governor Akinwumi Ambode on Thursday lauded the Canadian government for donating Bell Safety Laboratory worth $3.25 million, about 951.3 million naira to the state government. Speaking at Ekpe while receiving the High Commissioner of Canada, Christopher Thornley, to Nigeria on a courtesy visit, the governor also commended the Canadian government for partnering with the state government in the area of capacity building, especially after the historic victory against Ebola outbreak in the state in 2014. He thanked the Canadian government for being a very good partner to the cause of Lagos State. He said the Canadian government has decided to partner with Lagos State to donate a new laboratory that deals with biosafety and issues that relate to biohealthcare. According to him, the laboratory will be situated at the Central Hospital in mainland. While expressing optimism that the renewed partnership will be of mutual benefit to Nigeria and Canada, Governor Ambode expressed his readiness to partner with the Canadian government in key areas such as health, transport, investment and public-private partnership, among others.
We believe strongly that with this visit, the partnership will be more strengthened and also will be of mutual benefits to Canada and also, to Nigeria by way of what's also happening in Lagos. I'm happy that we continue to scale up issues that relate to judicial and security sector reforms, and that's what we've been doing in the last 2.5 years to actually create a very good template system and an enabling environment for investors to come to Lagos. And that also has shown in our figures and the results that we have gotten for 2017 also. And I believe with this renewed partnership, the investments coming in from investors from Canada will also, be of good results to both parties.
So it's a great honor to be with you today to start a dialogue on how we can work together. We have a very good collaboration in the health sector and biosafety in particular, where we decided to work with Lagos because of the excellent systems that were in place and were demonstrated in your response to the Ebola crisis. So I think that's a first step, and I know there's many other areas where we can explore collaboration, including on the people-to-people side. As you know, many Nigerians are studying in Canada. Many influential Nigerians have studied in Canada, and we'll have many more. We have 12,000 students in Canada. And I think with our growing and influential diaspora in Canada as well, many of those Nigerians are from your state. We'll have great opportunities to collaborate on that people-to-people level.
He also commended Governor Ambode for the solid infrastructure put in place in Ekpe and other parts of Lagos. Lagos State Governor Akinwumi Ambode commissioned a new police mobile force, Squadron 63, in Igbogbo, Bayeku area of Ikorodu, with a declaration that the criminal element hitherto hibernating in the axis will no longer have a hiding place. Speaking at the event, Governor Ambode expressed optimism that the unit will go a long way to effectively address security challenges experienced in Ikorodu and environs in recent times. Governor Ambode, who was represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Tunji Bello, said the decision to put the new unit in place was in line with the commitment of his administration to transform all parts of the state, as no meaningful development could be achieved in an atmosphere of chaos, fear and uncertainty about safety of lives and property. He said the security and safety of residents of the state cannot be compromised. This is why this administration, in partnership with well-meaning individuals and the organized private sector, have invested and continue to invest in the provision of equipment and other security infrastructure for efficient and effective operation of security agencies in the state.
With the commissioning of this squadron, which we are provided with operational vehicles, communication equipment, among others, all criminal elements within Ikorodu and its environs will have no place to hide. That with the renewed vigor and commitment of the police and other security agencies, incidences of violent crime in the Ikorodu axis and indeed all parts of the state will be nipped in the bud.
According to him, the establishment of the new police mobile force in the locality would effectively address the security challenges being experienced in the Ikorodu axis of the state. The governor commended Inspector General of Police Ibrahim Idris for approving the request for the establishment of the unit. The IGP, represented by the Deputy Inspector General of Police in charge of the Southwest, Folusho Adebanjo, had this to say.
It is pertinent to note that Ikorodu has grown over the years and is one of the fastest developing suburbs of Lagos State. The once serene town has developed into a city with thriving commercial and social activities. Like all emerging cities, crime has also become a feature of Ikorodu, especially ritual murders, kidnapping, armed robbery, and so on and so forth. This explains the urgent need to strengthen security around Ikorodu and the environs.
And I can assure you that with the takeoff of this unit, and of course the hard work of the commander and his men, crime rate will further reduce in Ikorodu.
The AIG also assured that the police would deploy officers of the base to fight crimes associated with the area and enhance law and order. In a related development, Lagos State government also donated 30 power bikes to security agencies operating in the state. He said the donation was in line with the commitment of the administration to boost security and enhance safety of lives and property. The power bikes funded by the Lagos State Lotteries Board was donated to the police command in the state, Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, and the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA. Speaking at the handing over ceremony, Governor Ambode said the procurement of the bikes was in line with his promise to prioritize the security of residents and ensure that no stone is left untouched to protect the people. The governor, who was represented by Secretary to the State Government, Mr. Tunji Bello, said security being one of the tripod on which his administration is built will continue to be accorded its pride of place.
On behalf of His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, so I wish to hand over to the to Chairman Security Trust Board these 30 power bikes ably donated by the state government.
Speaking before handing over the bikes to security agencies, the chairman Lagos State Security Trust Fund, Mr. Oye Ezan Udukale, commended Governor Ambode for the gesture. He said his donation would go a long way in preventing crimes and enhancing security as well as safety of residents. Receiving the power bikes on behalf of security agencies, Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Imoyime Hega, commended the state government for the donation, saying the bikes will greatly help to tackle criminals, especially those that like operating whenever there is traffic.
We appeal to other corporates in Lagos that we still need more of these power bikes. It doesn't have to be this kind of bike, it can be other bikes. Because with bikes, the police can move around easier and they can achieve more in keeping Lagos safe.
Power bikes are essential for hot pursuits of criminals. Power bikes, in line with visibility clause in community policing, also establishes police and other security agencies' visibility on our streets and highways. We would need more of these bikes. They don't have to be power bikes. Bikes that we can use to meander in traffic to ensure that we take care of those category of robbers that like operating where we have traffic gridlocks.
Also speaking, General Manager of LASMA, Mr. Olawale Musa, General Manager of LASEMA, Mr. Adeshinu Tiamiyu, and the Commander of Rapid Response Squad, RRS of the State Police Command, ACP Olatunji Disu, said the bikes will both help to prevent and fight crime and emergency situations.
We will now be able to deploy to areas where we have not been able to deploy to. We will also be able to now be more visible in areas where Lagosians have not seen LASEMA.
Once you have a bike, it makes maneuvering through traffic very, very easy. So it's going to seriously assist us to, one, detect causes of traffic, because to move inside the traffic will be easier. Okay, it's going to seriously help us. And once we can detect it earlier, we can move it off earlier. So traffic will be better.
this unit will be able to attain where vehicles will not be able to go to.
We'll be back in a moment.
What kind of food is this? You, this woman!
My husband loves a good life, but hates to pay for it. In my despair, he gives me all the blame. Oh, I have a loving husband who knows good things cost money. He gives enough to help me make nice meals. So I make my darling happy when it's time to take his meal, giving smile to my lovely family.
It costs good money to get the good things of life and for government to provide the much needed infrastructure we all in Lagos State so much crave for. It is an offense not to pay tax. The people are happy with the various efforts of the government to making life better for citizens through the many landmark infrastructure everywhere you go in Lagos State. If you own a business or work in Lagos, it's your duty to pay your tax as and when due. Help Lagos State serve you better. This message is from Lagos State Internal Revenue Service.
Welcome back. Now to stories on the environment. Lagos State Governor Akinwumi Ambode has assured residents of Lagos that the state government is on top of the environmental situation and working around the clock to get rid of the filth across the state. He gave the assurance after inaugurating the new board of Lagos State Environmental Sanitation Corps, now being headed by a retired Assistant Commissioner of Police as Corps Marshal Daniel Isofia. Governor Ambode said the new waste management policy of government enshrined in the Cleaner Lagos initiative was designed to holistically address the challenges in the sector. Governor Ambode was represented at the inauguration by Special Advisor on Education, Obafela Bankolemo, said concerted efforts were ongoing to clear the heaps of refuse across the metropolis and assured that there will be marked improvements in coming days. He said the restructuring in the environmental sector culminated in the introduction of the Cleaner Lagos initiative, which is focused at ensuring that the new way we clean Lagos is comparable to what is being done in first-class cities all over the world. Governor Ambode also said the support of residents was key to the success of the new initiative and urged the people to team up with his administration to achieve the overall objective to deliver a clean, hygienic and sustainable environment.
The Cleaner Lagos initiative is to take us away from that level to where we can guarantee that our environment survives us. So your water bodies are not polluted. That's what we're trying to do. So this is a commitment to a Lagos that will continue to prosper. So it's a total restructure to ensure that next 25 years, the next 50 years of Lagos, our environment is still safe and we can be all live in a prosperous and clean Lagos. That's what we're working on. So we ask you to continue to support us. We ask Lagosians to please be understanding.
Also speaking, Commissioner for Health, Dr. Jide Idris, said the need for the new environmental initiative became imperative owing to the fact that there was need for a review of the old system to tackle emerging challenges.
Government will do its bit, and that's why we are here. That's where everybody is working around the clock to ensure that this is correct. But the people themselves have a serious role to play in terms of their behavior, personal sanitation, what to do with waste, and they must understand that whatever disease that befalls them is due to their own personal behavior. They need to complement the activities of government. All of us have a role to play in keeping Lagos healthy because there is a connection between health, environment and security.
For the stakeholders, the state government is working around the clock to ensure sanitation issues in the state takes priority. Also in a related development, Lagos State Government and the Environmental Utility Group contracted to implement the Cleaner Lagos initiative Visionscape Sanitation Solutions have intensified evacuation of waste in black spots and illegal dump sites across the metropolis. A tour of various parts of the state on Friday revealed that evacuation of filth had been carried out and still ongoing in major areas including Falomo Bridge, Obalende, Ikoyi, Mushi, Ikeja, Ikpaja, Agege, Oshodi, among others. The cleanup exercise is in line with the Operation Deep Clean, a stopgap measure designed to keep the city clean pending the full transition to the new waste management policy of the state government encapsulated in the Cleaner Lagos initiative. Essay to Governor Akinwumi Ambode on Cleaner Lagos initiative, speaking on ongoing efforts to rid the state of waste, explains the roles of LOMA, CLI and a host of other issues.
The government is taking off its hand from the waste management, and an investor has come in to bring its money down to Nigeria to invest on the solid waste management, the Visionscape. So the Visionscape is now saddled with the responsibility to cut away your waste and also to build 3 sanitary engineer landfill in Lagos State. So that is why the government has asked the Visionscape now. They're building it, and after some time when they recoup their money, they're transferring back to the government. As of now, we are undergoing transition. You see, in the past, Loma was carrying away domestic waste and the commercial waste in Lagos. Visionscape will be cutting away the domestic waste from the residential. The PSP operators now will be in charge of the commercial premises. In the past, when they were doing the residential, the money was being shared between the government and the PSP operators. The PSP operator will take 60%, government will take 40%. But now, the government says, okay, take all the money, 99%, just 1% for service charge because of where you're going to dump the waste. So is that not good enough? The Environmental Sanitation Corps, they are on the road now. If you are caught dumping your waste there, you will be charged. You'll be arrested and charged to court. And also, let me say this to all the food vendors. When we say waste in front of your shops or anywhere you sell your food, and the place is not neat or clean, you will be arrested as well.
Still on waste management, Lagos State government on Wednesday arrested a total of 24 persons, including cart pushers, street traders, and some residents for dumping waste on road medians and canals, contrary to the environmental sanitation laws of the state. The suspects, who have been charged before the Special Offence Court sitting in Ogba, Ikeja, were arrested in an early morning operation carried out by men of the Lagos State Environmental Sanitation Corps, recently inaugurated by the state governor, Akinwumi Ambode. Essay to the governor on Cleaner Lagos initiative said residents caught indiscriminately dumping domestic refuse at sites not designated for waste disposal and canals will be prosecuted.
During the electionary campaign, His Excellency was campaigning. His main focus was saying, okay, cleaner and healthier environment for Lagosians. So why do you need to worry yourself by carrying your waste from where you generated it to the media when you know you're still going to pay? Secondly, the state government does not allow the cart pushers. And the reason being that the cart pushers, when they pick your waste, they dump your waste on the medians. You are giving your waste to the cart pushers, you are also liable. You don't know what the cart pushers are doing with your waste. They pick your waste, they look left and right. When they don't see nobody, they dump the waste there. We should try to work with the government to ensure that we phase these people out. Anybody caught putting waste on our medians will be arrested by Lajes.
Recently, there has been the clamor for cleaner Lagos. And the governor His Excellency has been very keen on keeping Lagos clean. To this end, he gave us a mandate to make sure Lagos is kept clean of all refuse, things that lead to dirtiness of Lagos State.
Finally on the show, members of the State House of Assembly, Honorable Rotimi Olowo, representing Shomole Constituency 1, has commended Governor Ambode on infrastructure development across the state. The lawmaker, who spoke on ongoing construction, rehabilitations, and completion of road projects in the state, lauded Governor Ambode on these feats.
In my local government, I would say that the government has been so kind, nice, responsive to our needs. Many of the roads have been constructed through my influence. Ordinary road has been provided by this very government, and it was not just the road, they did the drainage as well, and they ensure they have lights. Every night it increased commerce around our end. And not limited to ordinary, they've done Abiodun, they've done Shudimu, the bridge that links Shudimu and the other street, Bankole, is on. Fadikwe is under construction. The lightning from Akpata to Morocco has been done. From F's Club to Bajulai has been done. Abiodun has been done. that links Aino. A lot of things. There are many roads that have been done. Then issues that borders on security have been largely addressed by ensuring that the Shomolu is well lit in the night, and that has put to bay the active of the hoodlums and bad boys around. I would say this government has done so greatly for Shomolu, but like a twist, we still want more roads to be done. As I'm speaking with you, Ayodele is on the verge of being constructed. D2, Sholanke, and Faripe, those ones will be done this year, and we expect shooting Shugbankole to be concluded by this year. When we are through that, we still have some pockets of roads that are still bad, but then we have to be very, very considerate.
Street lights all over Lagos. It's bringing out the beauty in Lagos.
And this is how far we can go on the program tonight. Stay tuned for another episode next week. Thanks for watching. I'm Funke Adesoji. Bye for now.
Land of mercy, land of success. For Lagos, everything is done change. I say Governor Bode is doing a great job. Street lights all over Lagos.